In this video, I'm going to share a secret with you. A secret that will give you extraordinary power. So much so that you won't even have time to respond to the girls who admire you. You'll gain loyal friends who will form a brotherhood with you for life. And you'll build social circles and connections like a celebrity. Everyone will respect you and promotions will become a regular part of your daily routine. This extraordinary power you'll gain from me today is psychopathic confidence. Forget everything you've ever heard about self-confidence because in this video, I'll take you deep inside your own mind and into the minds of others, transforming you from an ordinary person into someone capable of conquering the world on their own. The person who is confident in themselves simply trusts in who they are. Phrases like open your hand, stand tall, speak boldly, do this, do that are all outcomes of self-confidence. But confidence is something that comes from deep within you, something that exists inside you without your conscious awareness. And when we talk about the subconscious, we're talking about something you can't control directly. You can't just wake up one morning and say, I am confident and be done with it. Confidence needs to be planted deep inside you, and only then will you notice that your life has changed. So how do you plant this confidence? If we were to explain self-confidence, it's simply that a person who is confident in themselves has self-sufficiency, meaning they don't need others' approval. They know very well why they are capable and qualified. This is the principle I want you to focus on. We, as humans, love talking about ourselves. People are obsessed with their own personalities, and everyone wants to share their life experiences, adventures, and achievements to prove themselves and find their place among others. Except for one person, the one who doesn't need others' approval. The person who has already established their place in society. The person who is self-sufficient and confident. This is the person who earns respect and acceptance without even seeking it. For example, if you buy a new car, it doesn't mean you have to tell everyone you meet about it. Or if you get a promotion at work, you don't need to bring it up repeatedly. Or if you visit Paris, you don't have to tell everyone you meet that you've been to Paris. In other words, keep your achievements to yourself. And even if you feel the urge to brag, resist it. Stay silent and let people discover it on their own. For instance, if you bought a new car and you're hanging out with someone one day, don't say, I bought a new car. Wait for an opportunity to say, do you need a ride? And if the opportunity doesn't come, there's no need to mention it. I know this example might seem strange or a bit robotic, but generally speaking, don't try to prove yourself directly. Rest assured, your qualities and achievements will inevitably be noticed. There's no need to tell people about them. And when they find out, they will value you more than if you had said it yourself. But you should do this for yourself because you've made that decision, not to gain people's admiration. Self-confidence is about you, not about how others see you. I'm not sure how else to explain this, but simply put, don't try to prove yourself. Don't go to someone and say, I'm smart, or I don't lie, or I'm confident. Let people discover who you are through your actions and accomplishments. One of the key differences between an ordinary person and a confident one is that the ordinary person hides their weaknesses and shows off their strengths, while the confident person hides their strengths and turns their weaknesses into strengths. The first thing you need to do is to accept those weaknesses, not just with words, but with genuine internal acceptance. For example, if you're short, this can be considered a weakness. Let's be realistic and honest with ourselves. Being short is often seen as a disadvantage. What I want you to do here is ask yourself, is being short something I can control? The answer is no. You are short and you will remain short for the rest of your life. If you keep running away from this fact, it will cause you problems. But if you accept your height, no one will be able to use it against you. If someone says you're short, you can simply reply, yes, I'm short. So what? There are plenty of short people who have achieved great things. History is full of examples of great individuals who were short. Another example, if your hair starts falling out and you begin going bald, shave it off and accept yourself as you are. Be proud of your flaws. Don't be afraid to show them and don't try to present a perfect image all the time. Laugh at yourself and take pride in your imperfections. If someone tells you you're a liar, don't try to justify yourself by saying, no, I don't lie, and getting into details. Just say, yes, I lie, and go on with your day without giving it much thought. If someone says you're stupid, say, yes, I'm stupid. If they say you're fat, reply, yes, I'm fat, and don't care about others' opinions. If you have a flaw, accept it and be proud of it. Aside from the discussion on self-confidence, if you have a flaw, the first thing you need to do is accept it. Don't resist it. If you consider yourself unattractive, stand in front of the mirror and say, yes, I'm unattractive, and then carry on with your life. When you accept your flaws, anyone who tries to bring them up or use them against you will find that you simply don't care. In turn, they will sense your inner confidence. Confidence is an internal game. You need to understand this. We humans communicate more through emotions than through words. Words make up only a small part of communication. Your feelings about your flaw are transmitted to others, and they will automatically feel that you are confident if you have accepted your imperfection. So now, I want you to think about any flaw you have, accept it, and say, this is who I am. Of course, if it's something you can change, then go ahead and do it. For example, if you're overweight, you should start exercising and eating healthy. I think you get the idea. Give yourself value, especially when you're around other people. How do you give yourself value? Take what I'm about to tell you, internalize it, and remind yourself of it every day. First of all, no one knows who you are or what you're truly like. For example, if you're sitting in a meeting, you shouldn't feel inferior to those around you. You might actually be less accomplished than others, but the truth is, no one knows that. There could be someone else in the room in a worse situation than you, but because they give themselves a high sense of self-worth, people around them perceive them as important and have no idea about their reality. What am I trying to say here? Give yourself value, because the people around you don't know anything about you. Even if you have little money in your pocket, act as though you are a person of great importance in society. If you rate yourself a 6 out of 10, increase it by 2 points and give yourself an 8 out of 10. You have nothing to lose. When we talk about value, we also need to address social media. The new generation lives in a world of Instagram and TikTok. For example, a 19-year-old girl might spend 4 hours a day on Instagram. She sees pictures and videos of people living the life she dreams of. She sees her friend traveling and others having adventures while she sits at home all day. This feeling begins to creep inside her, making her feel less than others, even though social media is full of illusions. The girl who looks beautiful is often using filters and makeup, and the person who appears to be traveling frequently might be on their only trip ever. Everyone shows the best side of their life, portraying it as much better than it really is. This makes us lower our self-worth. So, my dear friend, remember that what you see on Instagram is just an illusion. Don't let it affect you or make you feel inferior to others. You are better than all those images you see. Remember that those people showing off a perfect life are often lying to you. This is not their true life. Don't let these illusions bring you down or lower your self-esteem. Nothing in life gives you value. It's you who gives value to yourself. So, whether you're with your colleagues or with girls, remember what I'm telling you now. The value others give you is the value you give yourself. Don't be stingy. Give yourself a high value. No matter how you see yourself, raise that self-worth a little. You deserve more. Before we continue, I'd like to let you know that this video you're watching is the first episode of a new series on the channel about social skills. If you'd like me to continue with this series, please let me know in the comments. Now, we will move on to something important, and to explain it to you, I'll start with an example. Let's say you enjoy listening to rap music, and someone comes up to you and says, I like listening to pop music. What do you like to listen to? In that moment, don't say, I also like pop, just to agree with them, or say, pop is great, when in reality, you can't even stand listening to it. Simply say, I like rap. Now, a few scenarios might unfold. There are two possibilities. Either the person will say, is rap even music? It's just nonsense, and criticize you. Or they might ask, have you ever listened to pop? In the first scenario, if they criticize rap music, as someone who is confident in yourself, you'd simply say, I like it. Or you might say, maybe it's nonsense to you, but I enjoy rap. The important thing is, don't try to say, I listen to pop sometimes, or change your opinion, or lie just to go along with them. At the same time, don't feel the need to defend rap as if you were in a battle. Don't say, rap is great, millions of people listen to it, it's real art. Just say, I like it, and be confident in your choices without needing to defend or change them. In the second scenario, if they ask, do you like pop? And you actually don't like it, just say, no, I don't like pop. If they start defending pop or attacking rap, stick to the same idea. I don't like pop because it's not my taste, and that's it. Don't try to justify yourself or get into a long discussion to convince them that pop isn't good or that everyone has their own preferences. Simply say, I don't like it, and leave it at that. Point is, you don't need others' approval. You need to fully understand this and not just follow this advice like a robot. Tell yourself honestly, I don't need other people's approval, and I don't need everyone to like me. I have my life, and I know my own worth. And here we've come to the end of the video. Always remember to give yourself value, and don't wait for anyone else's approval.
Please don't beat around the bush, and I don't wanna push, but you're making this hard. I know something's going on, there's dishes in the sink and trash in the front yard.